Supercars, dream mansions, watches worth hundreds of thousands, wild parties under Miami's neon sky. Sounds like the Instagram feed of some tech billionaire, right? Wrong. This was the sudden and surreal lifestyle of a group of young guys who, just months before, were barely out of high school. What did they do? They pulled off one of the most audacious and well-executed crypto heists in history. Over $230 million worth of Bitcoin gone in under 30 minutes.
The FBI swarmed a luxury home in Miami in a raid connected to the theft of cryptocurrency.
On an unsuspecting Wednesday night, the FBI raided this waterfront mansion near Miami Shores, spooking neighbors.
They were taking down a multi-million-dollar cryptocurrency scam that netted $230 million.
Hello?
Good morning. I'm calling you from Google Customer Service. Your account data has just been compromised.
It all started on August 18, 2024, with a phone call that looked perfectly legit. The caller ID said Google, but the voice on the line wasn't from customer support. It was Veer Chital, just 18, known online as Wiz. With the calm confidence of a pro, he posed as a cybersecurity technician. The target panicked and gave up access to his Gmail and personal cloud storage. But that was just the beginning. A second call followed. This time, the impersonator claimed to be from Gemini, the crypto platform. He warned the man his wallet was also at risk. The caller, Jandiel Serrano, aka Box, 21 years old. The setup was flawless. They convinced the victim to install AnyDesk, a remote access tool. And just like that, they had it all. Private keys, seed phrases, passwords. Within minutes, 40,064 Bitcoin were gone. Value, roughly $230 million.
No way. No f***ing way.
I see it. It's on the blockchain. It's on the blockchain, bro.
No way.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Less than 20 minutes after the hack, they began covering their tracks. They deployed a technique called a peel chain, splitting the funds across dozens of wallets, converting from Bitcoin to Litecoin, then to Ethereum, and finally to Monero, a privacy coin known for anonymity. Their goal, simple, make the money untraceable. But one of them didn't wait to go shopping. His name? Lam Malone, 20 years old, bouncing between Singapore and LA. As soon as his cut hit his wallet, he lost control. $500,000 parties in a single night, champagne fountains, VIP sections, private jets. He tipped waitstaff like a movie villain.
Malone, you're going real crazy like it's your birthday. Welcome home, Malone. Take this to $100,000 in bottles right now. Malone! 70 bottles, Malone! Jesus! Malone, this is next level.
He bought designer bags and handed them out to strangers in clubs. He tore through Miami and LA, renting a $10 million mansion and parking a custom-wrapped Lamborghini in the driveway with his own name printed on the hood. He even tried to win back his ex with a hot pink Lamborghini Revuelto. Spoiler, it didn't work, but the fun didn't last. Investigators started tracking every move on the blockchain, and Malone, he became the easiest target. Every splurge, every Instagram story, every outfit, a breadcrumb. Meanwhile, Wiz and Box made mistakes too. Wiz screen recorded something that exposed his real name. Box reused wallets linked to his personal ID. By September, the FBI and other federal agencies had connected the dots. On September 19th, they raided Malone's Miami villa. He was arrested, surrounded by the spoils of his crypto-fueled spree. Days later, Serrano was picked up in California, living in a $48,000 a month rental.
The government says it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Authorities took Malone Lam into custody. At the same time, the FBI arrested Jandiel Serrano in Los Angeles. They say he's connected to the same investigation. They're charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to launder money.
We heard boom, and we thought that was a shooting in the neighborhood, and we saw a lot of police. This was something that never happened in this neighborhood. Most of the time was a lot of party. was party because I can hear from my house the music, and this is a real nice house. It's like a mansion.
Roughly $9 million was frozen in active wallets. $500,000 was immediately returned to the victim. But massive sums remain missing. $21 million in Box's wallets, $39 million tied to Veer Chital, $4 million still floating in Malone's accounts. Luxury goods were confiscated: cars, watches, designer clothes. But not everything was salvageable. The cars? 3 shipped back to LA, but 2 were wrecked. The Revuelto had a smashed front. The 911 GT3 RS had serious rear damage. Chances are, Malone managed to crash into his own car. Their resale value? Tanked. Luxury watches, high-end fashion, bags worth tens of thousands, all headed to auction. The proceeds? Used to compensate the victim and cover investigation costs. But the insane club bills? Gone forever. Clubs aren't required to return stolen money. They had no way of knowing. At best, the victim might recover 60% of the total losses. More likely, much less. So who really masterminded the whole thing? Malone? Wiz? Box? Or is there someone else pulling the strings? Authorities believe at least 2 more people were involved in laundering the stolen Bitcoin. Investigations are ongoing. Malone and Serrano are awaiting trial, each facing up to 20 years per charge. And if you're wondering how a guy with $230 million in crypto could fall for 2 fake phone calls, you're not the only one asking that question. If this story intrigued you, leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next investigations. Thanks for watching.